What can you get for £1,250 a month in London right now? I'm going to show you 6 of the best listings currently available in this budget, and some of them come with unique perks. Let's dive in. This first flat is advertised at £1,250 a month and it is in West London. It's a 5-minute walk from Acton Central and a 15-minute walk from Acton Town. This is a huge studio. It's 47 square meters or 500 square feet. I have seen 3-bedroom flats smaller than that. The kitchen is also not directly in the main room, so you won't be sleeping next to your fridge, which is nice, I think. This is what the main room looks like. There are 2 windows, so it is bright, and it gives you the opportunity to have 2 dedicated spaces. You could put a double bed here and close the space with curtains or a couple of bookshelves. And then you could create a living room here, with a sofa, a coffee table, and even a small dining table or a desk. There is also this landing area where you could add storage and maybe a shoe rack to create a proper entrance. Now, the kitchen is not the highlight, let's be honest. It's quite basic and dated, the space is not used to its full potential here where they could add storage, and it doesn't look top quality either. But if we look at the pros, there is a washing machine, a full-size fridge, a stove and oven, and more space than in most studios. It wouldn't take much at all to make this space 100 times better. The landlord could replace the cupboard doors and the countertop, add a bit of storage here, and why not create a little window on this wall which would open onto the main room and bring a bit of natural light. But unfortunately, anything more than the bare minimum is usually off the table with landlords. Anyway, the kitchen is still a decent space and has all the basics. And then this is the bathroom. It's very spacious and there is a bath and a window, so I think it's perfectly fine. If you're after space for a reasonable budget in this part of London, this is it. Yes, it's a bit dated, but there is potential to turn it into a very comfortable apartment. If you like this place, that's exactly the kind of listing that I share in my free newsletter, where I cover all kinds of budget and requirements. I'll put the link below if you'd like to subscribe. The next studio is also advertised at £1,250 a month, and it is in North London this time. The closest station is Caledonian Road on the Piccadilly line. It's a 5-minute walk and it's in Zone 2. The main room has windows on 2 different walls, which is great for natural light. There is space for a double bed and a little desk. There is also a big closet here, so even though the room is not huge, you have decent storage. Then the bathroom is small and basic, but it's still okay. There is a bath and it's fully tiled. And finally, the kitchen is in this little corner, and this is what makes the place acceptable, or even above average for the price. It's separated from the main room, so again you won't be cooking from your bed. It also has all the necessary appliances, including a proper stove oven and a washing machine. And there is storage and decent counter space, as well as a window. Having a proper kitchen space in this area of London at this price is quite rare. I usually find listings like that for a couple £100 more. Don't get me wrong, it's still not a palace and it is in line with London's crazy prices, but it's one of the better options currently available if you're looking for this price. The next place is a bit cheaper and it has an amazing surprise bonus. It's a studio advertised at £1,200 a month and it is in North London. The closest station is Hendon, which is a 10-minute walk. This studio is a good size. In the main room, there is space for a double bed and it looks like they fitted a Murphy bed here, so you can put it back into the wall during the day to have more space. But even if the bed stays out all the time, there is still space for a little living room with a sofa and a coffee table. There is also an open kitchen with a breakfast bar, which is a great way to have a dining space without having an additional bulky table. The kitchen is old, but except for the style, it looks like it is in good condition and there is everything you need. A full-size fridge, a proper stove oven, a washing machine, storage and counter space. The bathroom is also stuck several decades in the past, but it is a decent size, it has a bath and a bit of storage. So if your eyes can get over it, I think it's a decent bathroom. Now, I promised a bonus, so here's the communal garden. Do you notice something special? How about now? Yes, there is an outdoor swimming pool that all residents can enjoy. How amazing is that? This is pretty unique. The pool surrounded by greenery looks great, and I bet it's very popular in the summer. Having something like that at this price is rare, and it makes this listing even better value for money. This reminds me a bit of a flat that I used to rent a few years ago. I was in London Zone 1 and there was a swimming pool in the building and other amazing bonuses. I made a video where I share everything about this flat, including how much I was paying. I'll link it here if you're curious. Next up is a flat that has a proper bedroom space, and it is even cheaper. We're looking at a studio flat advertised at £1,150 a month, and it is located in South East London. The closest station is New Cross Gate, and it's a 10-minute walk, which I think explains the slightly lower price. The exact same flat located 5 minutes closer to the station would easily be a couple £100 more. So as always, it's about what is most important to you. The studio is 29 square meters or 311 square feet, and one of the perks here is all of these separated spaces. There is a small hallway with a built-in closet, a reception room, a sleeping area with its own window, and a separated kitchen which has its own window as well. Starting with the reception area, which looks a bit cramped right now because of the furnishing. But most of this will go with the current tenant, and hopefully it will look and feel a bit more comfortable without the kids' furniture, the extra rug, and this chest of drawers, which is not the best solution for this space in my opinion. This door leads to the kitchen, which is basic but spacious enough. There is a proper oven, storage on this side, and a window. This is what the bedroom area looks like. I agree it's not big, but it fits a double bed and there is integrated storage, so these drawers might not be necessary. And the space will feel more comfortable once they are gone. And here's the bathroom, which is also a good size and has a bath and some storage. I think this flat would be a good option for a couple who wants to stay central-ish on a budget but doesn't want to be in a flat share. This flat is not huge, but I like that it offers dedicated areas, so you won't have the other person on your back 24/7. The next studio is listed at £1,100 a month, and it is in northwest London in Wembley. The closest station is Alperton on the Piccadilly line, and it's a 4-minute walk. This place is a bit odd, but it is quite spacious, so I thought it was worth a look. This is the main room, which is large enough to create 2 dedicated spaces, one for nighttime and one for daytime. There are big windows that open onto the garden, so it should be decently private and quiet. Then the kitchen looks like it's in a converted outbuilding on the side of the flat, so we would have to be especially careful about insulation. But other than that, it is a nice space. It's spacious, there is a window, storage, counter space, a proper stove oven, and a washing machine. It's also completely separated from the main room, so if you don't like the open plan style, that's a bonus. The bathroom is also a good size. There is a large shower, space for storage over here, and storage around the sink as well. I think this place is great if you're after more space than average for this budget. Next, we're going back south of the Thames. And we are now looking at a studio that is advertised at £1,250 a month, and it is in West London. The closest station is Barnes, and it's a 3-minute walk. This place is 24 square meters or 260 square feet, which is average for a studio. There are big windows, although it's not very private because it's directly facing the other side of the building. There is a sofa bed in here at the moment, but I think putting a double bed would be doable in terms of space if it's your preference. Then there is a little dining area here and the kitchen, which is decent. There is enough space, storage, and a large countertop, and all basic appliances including a washing machine. There is also a built-in closet here, which is a highlight. The bathroom is also basic, but it's fine. So while this place is not wow, it's one of the best options that I found in this budget this month. And I think it's worth a look if living alone is a non-negotiable for you. I hope this was useful, and if you want to see how this compares with a slightly higher budget, you can watch my latest selection for £1,500 a month.